want to have some separate sessions just for like wordsmithing. Because it felt like you and I were doing a lot of that in this stream, and perhaps other people might want to be involved.
Wordsmithing.
So it was a very small meeting, so I didn't get very much feedback on that. But I did hear that when I mentioned the activity around coming up with the subscriptions section and the verbiage around that, Ned pointed out that he had always thought that subscriptions was a poor term in the first place.
Does he have a better alternative?
I will ask him. I didn't press him for details, but we all agreed that it was something that needed, that would benefit from reconsidering.
Right. Well, I mean, we can always do that as a separate pull request, I guess, if there is a better term. Anyway, do you remember where we were on this pull request here? I guess we have some conflicts we need to resolve anyway. So let's do that. Do a get pull and where are we?
All right. Oh, sorry. So you do. We are going to review the pull request. Is that correct?
Yeah. I see Stan made some comments in December. Where's this improved glossary entries from? That's also from
right,
December.
The glossary. Okay.
Yeah. Guess we were stuck there, and I need to resolve conflicts here. So let's see where we are. Need to get my bearings in the new year.
Yeah, take your time.
Right, so there's subscript and synchronization primitive. So this conflict is just about making sure they're in alphabetical order. And then we go through the comments that are still on the pull request. So which ones remain? Example of a negative index and deletion.
Oh, I thought we added a negative index.
Yeah, this adds a negative index.
Oh, deletion. Interesting. Didn't know that.
Oh, well. Del is like magic. If you can name something, you have control over it.
Oh, okay.
actually prints subscripted with and colon, so need to change that. And then I guess go through the entire pull request and make sure the code is actually correct. Alright, so let's commit these suggestions. Build the documentation and go through all the code examples. So this would be reference expressions and subscriptions. I don't have Python build in this branch correctly. Sorry for that. So, copy this and see if the result is correct. But if I do that, it only, the new REPL only prints the last thing here. Maybe I should disable the new REPL, right? What's the magic? Basic REPL, not classic. So if I use the classic REPL, I get the output that's expected here. Green, and then there's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0, 1, 2, 0 to 5, 0 to 4, 1, 2, and then this is removed. Okay. And this comment should be here as well, right? Continuing with the subscription demo. This one I guess doesn't need the comment if it's in the same section. This one does. hopefully that will take care of all the remaining comments. This one didn't have the comma. Ah, right. Okay, so we should have commas wherever they're needed. Oh, and now the subscriptions and slicings. Guess we covered that. There's no plural everywhere. Okay, so that should be it. Hopefully all the linting will accept this, and we can go on. So the next branch I have here used the computer for 2 weeks. A bit rusty with my keyboard. So we were looking at primaries before we got to subscriptions, right?
Yeah, I think I may have missed the last session, so I don't remember where we left off exactly.
Right. Oh, you have, but everybody missed it, so there was no session.
Oh, that's right. Oh, okay, good. Okay. Oh, well then, in that case, let's take a look at this.
Yeah, so we have, well, I guess we can take a look at the issue for...
Oh, key. We need the glossary entries for key, index, and subscript.
Those are there.
Oh, we did that, I think. We're done with subscriptions. I didn't write what... I didn't write what the next step was. Okay.
Oh, right. Key, index, and subscript. They're in the glossary, but they're not linked. That's the problem here. I thought we were done. So that would be a term, right? type argument is a term. No. But are they linked everywhere else?
Would the build script find them if we hadn't put the... In other words, when you say are they linked everywhere else, are you looking for things that need the term operator?
Yeah. Okay. Mostly things that are newly added in this pull request.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh, so we don't have to search through the whole tree.
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to do that. But we do have to look through the entire pull request. There's index key and subscript. Here, data model. Hopefully that's all for this pull request. Let's wait for a review then. And the next part would be the primaries. For which I have a branch started.
So the primary is like the first thing that shows up in the line.
Primary is the most tightly bound operation on the language.
Oh, I see. Okay, I'm thinking about it the wrong way. Okay.
this is the current issue. But I see we touch on primary. Where was that? Primaries. Oh, I'm building from my primaries branch now. Right, I see. Okay, I was a bit lost in my branches. Alright, so we should continue this branch, and I think there's a pull request here that adds or uses the term special method.
Okay.
But that's all in the subscription. So I want to cherry pick this commit to the previous branch. Also, if it's not already there. And maybe there's a term for it in the glossary. Special method. Yep. So those should all be linked. Let's see where they all are. In expressions. See how that looks rendered. Sphinx is being slow. Hopefully that's the last thing to do for this pull request. And the expressions primaries branch then continues with attribute references. So this is where we left off. When was that? Beginning of December. That might have been the last meeting you were here in?
Yeah, maybe. I think that was the last one. I was here December 3rd.
Yeah. Alright. So, since nobody really saw this branch, I will rebase on the current main one. This builds on the subscription branch. Okay. Never mind then.
So we need to rebase onto subscriptions?
Yeah, onto the expression subscription branch. did I add this commit to the wrong branch? Ah, yeah, I'm lost in my branches. So I added this commit to the wrong branch. That's why I was confused earlier. So this links the index and key terms. And I wanted on the subscription branch and not on the primaries branch. Okay, now it should be good. Intro to primaries and rework attribute references. So let's see what changed here. Primaries represent the most tightly bound operations of the language, that is, operations with the highest precedence. This is added to explain what tightly bound means. There are 4 kinds of primaries, and this is just to follow the scheme where we first have an explanation and then comes the formal syntax, although this is pretty much the same. Well, okay, this is pretty much the same. The difference is you don't need to understand the formal syntax. Sphinx to do its thing. I should get the result almost there. Reference, there we go. Okay, so atoms such as strings or lists, attribute references, subscriptions, and calls. I guess it's good to have those examples. And the next change is attribute references. So let's look at that with a fresh set of eyes and see if it now makes sense. So an attribute reference is a primary is it okay to not have that linked if we're in a subsection of primaries?
Yeah,
somebody
okay.
might come here by a link, right? So they won't see what's right above this.
And presumably we want to link it to the glossary term, right? Or to the,
no, I think we don't want to link it here.
Right. Nice. Okay.
Okay. Followed by period and an identifier. Period. I want to make it more obvious that that's a character. Of course, everybody knows that a period is a dot, but it also has other meaning.
It does. in Britain they call it a full stop.
Yeah. Python calls it dot, I think.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. We have tokens. List of tokens and their names. Yeah, it's a dot.
Dot. Oh, maybe we should call it a dot then, rather than a period. In other words, an attribute reference is a primary followed by a dot, and then you put the little example. In fact, you could even link. You could even put dot and then do the colon ref to that page that we just had, that list of operators.
To the token.
The token, yeah.
So this doesn't really have any more information on what's going on, so
that's
probably
true.
don't want to link.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's a good point.
So looking at the word period in documentation, it's deprecation period, periodic cycles, deprecation period, periodically. Period can be seen as a decimal point. And FAQ. Ooh, we really need to go through FAQ someday. Separate the literal from the period. Extended periods of time. Time period. Dots periods. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Periodically. Comma, period, space, or blank.
Maybe we should say comma, dot,
Period.
space, or blank.
In decimal documentation.
Oh, that's not a dot. Okay.
There's a period as a dot.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, delay period, time. You're logging, period separated. Yeah, that's
It should be
a
dot
character.
separated. Yeah.
Is dot a better term?
Well, I think it's better because it's less. It disambiguates from all of these other ones, and also because that's the name of the token in the language.
No, the token names aren't really.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think what I should probably say is
Aren't always good.
it's the name of the operator. That's what I should be. Yeah, that what I intended to say is that it's actually the name of the operator. Dot. Right? No.
I don't think we ever see dot operator.
Well, they're online. Oh, there's a. It says dot operator about halfway through the output there.
Oh,
the screen.
Yes. Oh, in my shell.
In your shell, yeah, in your terminal, right there,
right,
the thing that we're looking at. Yeah, if you look, it says dot operator. Instead, it is the dot operator, the dot.
Ah, right.
So we may want to not say period when we're referring to the dot in the context of an operator.
Yeah, that's a good point. We probably want to change it in all the documentation. Yeah, because period, like there's this timeout period and
Sure.
stuff. Yeah, so let's start with
that sounds like
changing
an
this
issue.
one.
Okay.
Let's make sure we don't have we don't say period anywhere. Here or in lexical analysis. Okay. Right. Now that's wordsmithing. Right. So, primary followed by a dot and an identifier. You might want to link identifier somewhere. So that would be lexical analysis, right? For example, math.py or hello.upper. At runtime, the interpreter will evaluate the primary and ask the resulting object to produce the attribute whose name is the identifier. Does this by first calling the getAttribute special method. The return value is used as the result of the attribute reference. The get attribute can indicate that the named attribute is not available by using attributor. In this case, the interpreter calls the getAttr special method as a fallback if the primary has such a method. Was that there before? Yes. Okay, so I won't check for correctness here. The type and value produced is determined by the object. Multiple evaluations of the same attribute reference may result in different objects. This is technically runtime behavior.
Okay. Well, and it says it there at runtime. Two paragraphs before.
Yeah. But all of this is runtime behavior. So I want to look in the data model reference and see, not library, see if we have attribute access explained also here. Now there's customizing attribute access.
Oh, we don't actually define attributes themselves? Oh, okay. Get attributes, set attributes, from descriptors.
So technically these docs should say how attributes are accessed.
Yeah.
But they don't really. We do link there through the get attribute and get attr methods.
Hello.
Hi, Bartosz.
Thunder Get attribute is funny. It's like you can exploit it to cheat so many Like, yeah.
And sometimes it works. And usually it's CPython specific whether it works or not.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is all information about the runtime, which should be moved somewhere else. But we currently don't really have a better place except moving it to the data model and rewriting all of the data model. So I'll leave it here in the current pull request. This note is definitely something we want to add for attribute references. So the dot is also used as part of numerical literal syntax, and we have these workarounds here.
Do we need a glossary entry for dots? And then
For
explain
dot.
that it can be an operator or syntax. Whatever.
Alright, do we have an entry for plus? No. I don't think we need a glossary entry for that. No. This is unambiguous. And it's just like any other symbol, like if
Good, fair enough.
we don't link parentheses in calls and stuff like that. These workarounds for calling methods on integers might be in the FAQ though. Let's deduplicate if that's the case. Oh, so many FAQs. Do we have dot or period in here? Ha! Here it is. Trying to look up an literal attribute in the normal manner gives a syntax error because the period as seen as decimal point. The solution is to separate the literal from the period with either a space or parentheses. I think rewording this is in scope. We provide a link back, and we also get rid of some of the instances of the word period. So this is FAQ programming. Oh, a space works as well, and that's really ugly. And we want to link to here. And what is that? Attribute for details of attribute access syntax. Class is an interesting example. Do we want to change this to the method? 2 bytes. Because I think at the time this was written, integers didn't really have any normal methods. So how do we deduplicate? Solution is to separate the literal from the dot with either a space or parentheses. So I knew about this one. The space, I guess we could add in here. Maybe use the wording from the FAQ. So we can use the example from the FAQ even. So what happens if I do this? And to use the solution, I would need to make this into a problem. This means that trying to look up an attribute raises a syntax error.
Oh, so just putting parentheses around it makes it a temporary name. Is that, I didn't realize that.
Yeah. Well, the whole problem is that this is treated as an invalid number token. And now we can say the solution is to separate the literal from the dot with a space or parentheses, or by using a temporary name.
Oh, I see now. Okay. So it's basically to help the interpreter understand what we're doing, or our intention.
Oh, but the tokenizer. Yeah, the
tokenizer.
The tokenizer is being silly. Huh. This is interesting. I think Python-m tokenize is not really telling us the whole truth here. And the truth is as 3 dot some text is treated as a number token, and it's invalid one. Oh. Oh no. Oh dear. So 3.if is a syntax error, invalid syntax. 3.x is an invalid decimal literal. And of course 3.e0 is a valid number. And 3 space dot e0 is an attribute error.
But that is correct, right? I mean,
Yes.
isn't that consistent with the docs?
Yes, it is. It is.
Okay,
Well,
okay.
no. This says 3 dot some text is treated as an invalid number token. That is not correct. It's treated as the number 3 dot and the name some text.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Would it be useful to include that little output that you have there in the doc?
No. And the discrepancy you get is either if you use the tokenize module, which, well, the documentation for the tokenize module says it's not meant to work on invalid input, which this is.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And the only difference I can see is it's the error message here, which isn't really. I mean, we don't really need to document that. So 3.e0 is a single number. Not
But doesn't that mean 3 to the 0th power?
yes. No, 3
Isn't
times
that-
10 to the 0th power.
Oh, 3 times 10 to the okay. Which is 1.
Which is 3. Oh, but yeah, 10 to the 0th
Yes.
power is
Yeah. Okay.
is
Okay.
3. So that's 3 times 10 now let's use a better example. The second power.
Yeah, that's more obvious. Yeah.
attribute access, attribute reference. Ah. Is evaluated as, that's the best wording. Numeric literal syntax, this is the thing we would need to link. And we link that to there are numbers. Names, strings, bytes, numbers. Floating point literals. It's only floating. Oh, it's also imaginary ones. So generally, it's numeric literals. Still not very happy with this. This example, if we have 2 bytes right after this, probably not. Oh, might want to use the parentheses here. Right, so that moved the example from the FAQ And do I now remove the FAQ entry or leave it here?
I mean, the question is still likely to arise, right? I mean, the question still occurs, right?
Well,
or are you suggesting that maybe the answer to the question should link to that part of the doc?
So, the problem with the FAQ is that if you have a question, how do you find the answer here? I mean, you know what I mean? If you want to ask this question and you have the correct page even, how do you get there?
Yeah.
I mean,
people typically would search.
Yes, people would search. So you get here directly.
Yes. Should that not? But then that would link to the
if that links here.
Yeah. In other words, the transition is a little abrupt.
No, I mean I think it's better to have the information here.
Yes. Okay.
But what do I do with this?
I guess you don't really need that anymore.
Right. But you know, if you search, you might get linked here, so we probably want to leave the section here.
Right.
So I probably want to link directly here, directly to the node. So something like this. Or just C. Direct link. Malformed hyperlink target. Oh dear, what did I do wrong? One colon. Oops. What did I do wrong? Int attribute reference. It's the same thing. Why doesn't it link?
Int attribute reference.
this the correct syntax for references?
Yeah, that was good.
And this
Wait,
is
attribute
the
reference.
correct syntax for links?
Oh, is that not a reference? Is it because it includes a note? In other words,
Oh, so if I move it to here.
oh wait, shouldn't.
What's
Is it missing a colon somewhere?
xref to obviously missing something.
I think it might want some. Okay.
If I move it to here, is it better?
Oh wait, is it supposed to end with a colon or end with a dot?
A colon.
In the reference in the def up there. See how that says attribute references?
Colon.
Colon. Okay.
These don't have
the other one just
colons.
ended with a dot. I mean, before it ended with a dot.
See, this works.
Yes.
This should work as well. Oh, now it's a link.
Oh, that was. Okay.
What? Okay, now if I go back and move it to the node.
Oh. Oh, that is weird.
And now this wording, the solution is a bit weird because we are not really saying this is a problem. So we say to get attribute access, to write attribute access, or for attribute access. Attribute reference. Or to make this. Or maybe to avoid.
Oh, okay. To avoid or to prevent?
I think this is good now. And I think I should credit Bartek, right? Ooh, that's a nice email. Everybody's on the stream. Gets a mention.
Oh, I wonder if that's his domain.
Oh, he's here, right? Is that your domain?
I'll ask him. Yeah.
Not listening.
I'm here.
Hello. This is a
Hello.
nice email. Is that your domain?
Oh yeah, that's me. Yeah.
I wonder if there's anything on it.
Oh yeah, I like Python. Yeah, it's actually I actually own this domain. There's nothing there. It's just in OVH. Yeah. It's a real email. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's in Polish. I should redirect this to Python.org.
That's dangerous.
You should you should redirect it to like a portfolio or a page that talks about you.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I also have iLikeRust.com.
Well, it's perfectly
Yeah,
valid too.
I use, and actually, oh yeah, this one I think doesn't have landing, but I have these two, and I use like I have a Git configuration, and when I'm in a folder that starts with Rust, like actually, if I'm in a folder that's in my like Rust projects, then all the author Git emails are from iLikeRust.com. And if I am in a directory called Python, then it's I like Python. And otherwise, it's my normal website, which is slavetsky.dev. So, yeah, kind of funny.
So when you contribute to some
that's a
Rust
good trick.
project and you change the Python-based build system, then you should switch that, right?
Oh yeah.
Or maybe when we start adding Rust to CPython, you should do this
Oh yeah.
co-authored
I would
by
actually-
your other email.
Yeah, I would need to like write. If I do Rust related things, I should like amend the commits to have iLikeRust.com.
No, you should have a co-author.
Oh yeah, two co-authors here. One with Python and Rust.
Anyway, I think we're done with attribute references. The branch is called Primaries, and there are more primaries to cover. There are atoms, which have their own giant section. attribute references. There are subscriptions which now have their own pull requests, and there's calls, which are calls aren't that big, but they should be big. This is giant, and this is not enough text. So we need to do calls in a separate pull request. So I think it's time to make this into an expressions
attributes. Okay.
Attribute ref and send a pull request. That would be the same as the same issue as for slicing, and this builds on the slicing branch, so I will need to rebase this if I want it to be a separate pull request. I don't want any slicing here. And this has a conflict, which means it's not time for a pull request yet. I'll send the pull request after the slicing one is merged.
Okay, should we ask Alan, Stan to take a look at it?
Oh, he already did. I just earlier today I responded to his reviews.
Oh no, yeah, I meant to look at this stuff, the changes that we made now, these attribute stuff.
Oh, I don't think there's any rush to do that. Maybe if this gets merged, I'll send the pull request outside the stream. Anyway, now it is time to maybe tackle the calls. Should we do that?
Sure. I mean, we have a half an hour. It seems like we could get something going.
This will be tough. Okay. So we go for expressions calls and build that on main. And like the point of this effort is to use the actual Python grammar. So let's see what the actual Python grammar is for call. And so instead of production list, we use the new thing, right? So, how does call look in the actual Python grammar? We don't have a call. Okay. Fun. So what does primary use? Primary genexp and primary arguments. Alright. So these two together make up what we call call in the documented grammar and in the primary grammar here. So I think I want to keep that name and say that call is either primary genexp or, and in the docs this should be first, primary parentheses arguments end parentheses, like this, right?
Oh, I see. Right, because that's more common.
That's what you usually mean by call. Now, of course, this means we have to define arguments. And we have to define genexp. Let's see if I got the syntax right. No, I didn't. I need to do this. And I'll rename this to Old Python Grammar, just so I don't get duplicate warnings for this call thing. All right. Calls. Yeah, this looks better. So, before call was primary, parentheses, and then argument list or comprehension. And I guess the comprehension is the same as the genexp here. So, okay, this is good. Now, arguments. Let's see what the arguments are in the actual Python grammar. So arguments are defined as this. So it's args, optional comma, and then a look ahead for the closing parenthesis, which begs the question of what's args. And args is, let's move this here,
oh god.
Yeah, this is some stuff we don't need. So this says this whole thing is named A and is of type ASLX per sec, so we don't need this. Start expression, assignment expression, expression. There's some negative look ahead things. And then an optional comma followed by keyword arguments. Whoa. Okay, maybe I should be copying this from like from the rendered copy here. this is much easier to read, right?
Yes, certainly.
Gets rid of all the stuff that's not important for us. Okay, now let's render this and look at how glorious this is. So, what does this tell us? This is a comma separated sequence of either start expressions or assignment expressions or expressions, and neither of these can be followed by an equal sign. And after that you can optionally have a comma and keyword arguments. Right. Or you can have keyword arguments by themselves. Right? Which, of course, begs the question of what start expression is, what assignment expression is, and what expression is. Some of those should be documented somewhere else, but keyword arguments, that's the thing that should be here. So let's see how many of these are documented elsewhere.
So many important questions. What are arguments? What are
yeah, so assignment
like,
expression,
like
expression, and
right?
start expression. So assignment expression, start expression. Oh, so all of these are apparently defined somewhere. That's great.
Yeah, we did. I think we did that earlier. a few, I don't know, months ago.
But let's see if those definitions that are currently in the docs are actually match the current or actually match the
current grammar.
The current grammar, yeah. So start expression is star and then or an expression, while in the current grammar, which close the tab. So start expression is only a star followed by an expression. But that probably doesn't matter too much because we have expression here as well. So that should be fine. And now what's an assignment expression? Assignment expression is name, assignment, expression. So this is with the assignment operator. And in the docs, assignment expression is the same thing, except it also includes expression itself. Maybe we should look into this first.
Yeah.
But it looks like it should be correct as it is so far. So let's go on to the keyword arguments. Oh dear. So this needs quark or start, quark or double starred. And so on. And we need to define those. So what do we have here? Quark or starred plus, so this is comma separated sequence of keyword arguments or starred expressions, I guess, followed by a comma separated sequence of keyword arguments or double starred expressions. Or you can have just this first part. So in the documentation we can make this thing optional, or you can have the quark or double starred, right? So that of course begs the obvious question: what are these things? So then let's look into that. Quark or starred is name equals expression or starred expression, and quark or double starred is, you know, keyword argument or all star. Maybe we should define this quark as this first variant here to make it like to get rid of the repetition, right? If we say that quark is this name equals expression, then we can say here that this is the quark, and now quark or starred is obviously a quark or a starred expression, and quark or double starred is a quark or double star expression, right?
Oh, I see. So quarks is simply multiple instances of multiple quarks separated by
right. So what this does define this function, and now we're dealing with functions calls, right? So if I do something like this, I get the argument 1 and these keyword arguments, and this whole thing is just saying that I can have starred expressions mixed in with keyword arguments.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, okay.
Isn't that fun? And I can also have double starred stuff, so I can do something like this. Okay, that adds to the named arguments, and I can have several of these. What I cannot do is then add a start expression here. It says iterable argument unpacking follows keyword argument unpacking. I cannot do that. So iterably argument unpacking can follow named arguments themselves, but not keyword argument unpacking. Why is that? I have no idea. It looks weird.
Maybe because the tokenizer has to run several times
No.
to do the unpacking?
No. I mean, it looks.
Is this one of those? Is this one of those where it does like first and then next, or you know, the first part, the next part, last part?
No, it's all in here.
Okay.
Huh.
Like that part that says extra, maybe that can't be inserted in front of the other. I don't know.
Which extra?
At the in the grammar, the definitions end with extra for start expressions.
Oh no,
And
that's
so I wonder-
everything ends with
No.
extra.
Okay.
That's some C function here that needs an
Oh,
extra
I see.
argument.
Okay.
Well, I mean, that's what the grammar is like, so it's not really our job to second guess that. Our job is to document it.
Right. I'm just struck by how beautiful this is. I mean, I'm starting to appreciate
Which part is beautiful?
the beautiful is the like the rendering.
Oh,
It renders so this part here is so clean.
remember how much time we spent on that?
Oh my God, we went through so many different iterations. It was nuts. I mean, now I look at this and it almost seems obvious. Like, how else would you do it? You know?
Yeah, well, I might want to stick to this style for everything, just to make it more more consistent.
Yeah.
Or we might align these. And put them in like a separate group.
Oh yeah, I think that probably scans. Yes, exactly.
Is that better? Now, let's get rid of some of these look-aheads. We can do that manually. So we know args are... where are args used? One might want to look at args, whole words. Args are used in arguments, and only arguments, right? So let's look at the rendering. We know that this thing here is either followed by a comma, or if this is skipped, then it's followed by an optional comma, and then it needs to be followed by the ending parenthesis, right? So this can never be followed by the equal sign. This is just an optimization. right? This means, you know, if the parser sees an equal sign here, it knows something
Oh, okay.
is wrong. But we can get rid of that and make the line shorter. And in a similar way, we can get rid of this look ahead. Right? Nothing can start with the assignment operator. Oh, technically this is repetition, so we should also look into all of these, and none of those can start with either assignment or the assignment operator. So both of these look-aheads should be just optimizations.
Okay.
And now we have start expression or assignment expression or expression. So these parentheses are redundant. So the line is a bit shorter, but it's still too long. Okay, so this is going to be start expression or assignment expression or expression. What is start expression? So in the actual grammar, start expression is just star expression.
I see. Should we put it in as an option, or
Yeah.
that would make the line longer? Yeah.
I'm thinking about. Well, first of all, we can put expression first. And we can just add the star in here as being optional. Here. And now the line is short enough.
That looks great.
Now there's one more look at it here after the args. And what do we have here? I mean, the arguments must always be followed by this. So the look ahead is also just an optimization. Get rid of that. And let's see where arguments is used in the grammar. Function call arguments. This is the function call. And class definition, okay. This is a function call. Oh no, this is the target primary. Right. So arguments are always followed by closing parentheses. That's the main thing. And also arguments are just args followed by an optional comma. So maybe we want to inline that.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe not. I guess it's nice enough as it is. It could be even nicer with a bit more syntax. Anyway, let's see what this genexp is. So I think that genexp is a generator expression, so it includes its own parentheses, and it has for if clauses. And in the current documentation, generator expressions are actually named generator expression. This is the same thing. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Compounded. Okay, got it.
So instead of genexp,
Sweet.
we can just say generator expression. And that means we have. Well, yeah. Now it's time to compare with what we had before. So we have primary, and then argument list or comprehension. So this comprehension here. Expression comp4. And this is nicer because it says that the primary for calls is always followed by the parentheses.
It's beautiful.
Well, that's the old one. Our new one is a bit harder to read because if you don't know that generator expression has its own parentheses inside, looks a bit weird.
Oh, I see what you're saying. It's not as explicit.
Yeah. Wait, we also have comprehension, which is assignment expression comp4. Huh. And generator expression is expression comp4. Expression is this is interesting.
But the comprehension has to have a condition, right?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, okay.
The comp iter here is optional. So I guess if we said here that we either have arguments or comprehension, this would be correct. Or could be correct. I'm not actually sure. And yeah, that's a bit of a problem. So I know this is correct, but I'm doing too much reworking for the comprehensions here.
Yeah. Okay.
Which might mean we might want to look at the other atoms first before going to calls, and make the generator expressions and list displays and all the other displays closer to the actual Python grammar, and then see how we can use that in the calls. Does that make sense?
Yes. I'm sorry. I was on mute. I agree.
Yeah. So let's do that next time.
So next we're going to work on the. We're going to skip the generator expressions.
Yeah.
And work on the other atoms. Okay.
Yeah. Let's abandon the calls for now.
Okay.
And
yeah.
instead, let's look at atoms again. Yeah.
Oh, so we're abandoning calls and we're going to any particular one?
Probably start by looking at which one would be best to tackle first.
Okay. All right.
Hopefully that doesn't leave us with going to calls first, because then we have to pick. Right, so thanks for your help today, and see you next week.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Yeah.